Hello everyone and welcome to a massive declutter and organise and tidy and just get everything nice and freshened up at the top of my garden. So you know, if you've been on my channel before, that the upper part of my garden is an absolute disgrace. It's awful. It's so bad. It's where we just dump everything. There's Nerf guns everywhere and it's just a mess. So I decided I'm going to take everything to the tip. It's got to be done. It's going to go to the tip. And not only that, I'm going to have a massive clean up, get up all the weeds that are growing around the outskirts of the house and just get it all ready for painting the pergola and finishing the roof on the pergola, which I'm super excited about. But at the moment, I'm just sorting out the car, trying to get the seats down and giving myself as much room as I can to fit absolutely everything in, because we've got wood here that is covered in spiders. The amount of spiders I've seen is absolutely disgusting. Like, oh, actually, I can't even think about it. So I want to be able to get the wood in and have it actually fit. And yeah, I need to put a layer down because I don't want the car getting ruined. But look at my garden. It ain't going to look like that at the end. You wait to see. You wait to see the transformation. Oh, I'm excited. My toes are curling in my trainers as I speak. So I'm going to use that green little bit of plastic sheeting that I'm going to use for keeping the car protected, basically, because this is outdoor stuff and it's pretty grim. You know, it's been sitting out in all weathers. There is slugs, snails, those little baby snails. A few of those. Put my finger in a couple of them as well. Did not feel very nice. Not nice at all. And I've got cardboard boxes galore from where I bought them a trampoline. And yeah, they come in some big boxes. And Nick's been buying gym equipment, so we've got quite a few big boxes to go. But what I like to do when I do a tip run, I don't know if anybody else does this, but my other half certainly doesn't, is I like to organise it. I will organise it in the car so that when I'm at the other end, I can just whip it out nice and easy. Oh, you wait till you see what happens to me on the way to the tip. Absolutely awful. But yeah, so organise it all. So I make sure I've got cardboard in one section of the car, wood in another, metal in the other, and general waste in another. So when I ever get there, I can just open up the boot and be like, right, I'll start with whatever's there first, usually general waste. And then I can just get rid of that at one tip. And then I can move on to the wood, and then I can move on to the cardboard and the metal and so on. It just makes it so much more easier. I cannot stand when I see the car, which I've shared with you previously. One time Nick filled the car and I thought, oh, that's lovely. Oh, God, thank goodness for that. All I've got to do is just get up in the morning and drive to the tip because he's already filled it for me. And when I opened it up, I was absolutely mortified. It wasn't even bagged up. It wasn't boxed up. It was just all chucked in there. Literally chucked in there. So that would mean once you get to the other end of the tip, you're going from one container to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, over and over and again because it's not organised. No, it needs to be organised. So if you're going to go to the tip, or you've never been to the tip before, there is a tip for you for the tip. Is to make sure it's organised in your vehicle prior to arrival. Yes. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. There's so many people that watch my videos are not subscribed, and yet you keep on coming back, people. You keep on coming back. All you got to do is click that subscribe button and it doesn't cost you an absolute penny. And there is, yeah, videos to be seen all the time because I'm constantly doing DIY, cleaning, decluttering. Yeah, and I've got more than just a clean coming up again this weekend, which I'm, yes, trying to get back in the swing of it. I am. Yes, I am. So it's back and forth, all the way up and down the side of the house. I can hear the kids inside arguing as I'm doing it, and I'm trying to ignore it. You know, I'm trying to just sort of load the car and think, just pretend it's not happening. Pretend it's not happening. They're feral things, honestly. I don't know. Honestly, when I hear people say, you know, you've been there, you've come out the other side, I'm like, I want to be at the other side. I'm waiting. Let me come through the halo and let me be on the other side because right now this is a living hell. I produced these boys, right? I carried each of them for 9 months. I don't know what the calculation of that is, 5 times over. But I carried them 9 months each. I cooked them. I pushed them out in absolute hell. I pushed devils out of my holy hole. And I just don't know what's happened. I really don't. But anyway, I thought I'd use this container. I already taken it to the front. This used to be the guinea pig cage base when they were babies. When they were baby little oinkers. Now they're big boys. Yes, they're big boys. So they don't have anything like that. They've got to have extra room. You know, they've got like 5, 6, 7 times the size of that now because they need it. for the little pitter-patter of their little feetsies. So I'm using that tub, the base of that cage, so I can put all the loose bits of wood in. So then when I get to the end, I can just take that tub out, tip the wood into the container, and I'm good to go. Yes, none of that up and down the stairs. You'll see when we get there, because I film getting it all out the car as well. So I'm finding all sorts down the back of the gate here. It's just been a nightmare having it all here. It really has, because you either can't keep the gate open because there's so much stuff there, or it just looks untidy. Well, it is untidy. It looks an absolute mess. Now that big green industrial bag there, you can see, oh, I'm putting my hood up because loads of stuff kept falling off those bits of wood and I didn't want them to fall into my hair and give me itchy scratchies. No, thank you. But yeah, that bag, that big sack, is full of stuff that Nick was using to cement the underground of the summer house, and there's still some left. It was way too heavy for me to pick up. Absolutely no way on God's earth was I going to pick that up. And not only that, I have damaged my hand yet again. So for the last couple of weeks, my hand has been throbbing really bad with arthritis. I know it's arthritis. I don't need the doctor to tell me this is arthritis. I know for a fact it is indeed arthritis in my left hand. I'm very grateful it's not in my right hand, because I do many things with my right hand. But it's really been painful for the last couple of weeks. It's been flaring up quite badly. But after this tip run, it was so bad. It's really hard to describe, but it claws. My hand goes into a claw and I can't open it up. And it's just so painful. It's like the pain of cramp without having cramp. Yeah, and I can't bend my hand up. You know, you put your arm out straight as if you're going to press onto the wall. I can't bend my hand up like that. And I can barely separate my fingers because it's very painful. But look at me go. I'm pulling through it. I'm pushing through it. Yes, I'm not going to be defeated. I can feel my hand is on the twinge, but I'm like, no, I've started. I must finish. But something was out to get me with this tip run, because for some reason, everything kept going wrong. I either couldn't fit it in, I had to readjust, or everything didn't fit in and I had to sort it all out again, and it was just one thing after the other. And then when I do finally drive my tiny little bony backside off of that drive, it gets worse. It's coming. I share it with you. Don't you worry. But yeah, the car's getting nice and loaded now. I'm having a little think about, what else do I need? What else can I put in there? I can fit more. There must be more I can fit. Sure enough, there is more behind the gate. So there is a little collection down here of trampoline posts and bunk bed posts. So I'm going to put them all in that container and do the same as I've done with the wood. So when I get there, I can just toss it all into the metal container without keep going up and down the steps every 5 minutes. It's a workout when you go to the tip. It's like a meeting as well. I'm like that with all the other people. You right? Yeah, always a workout, isn't it? It's a workout coming here. Don't need to go to the gym for the week. Just come here. Get rid of all your stuff. This genuinely is the conversations I have with random people down there every time I go. And they're always so helpful. They're always like, would you like a hand with that? I'm like, oh, it's fine, thank you very much, I can do it. And inside I'm thinking, here, just do it all for me, please. And vice versa. I'm always like, there was a little old man there, bless him, and he had a painting and the picture had smashed and he didn't know how to get it out of his car. And I was like, would you like a hand? And he was like, oh, it's okay, I've got it. And then when I went back again, past the container, he was still there fiddling with it. So I was like, just let me help you. So bless his heart. I'm on the final bit now, but I couldn't fit that bit of board there in. As you can see, it's all burnt where Nick was trying to burn it. I think it was about a year ago, tried to burn that bit of wood, and it hadn't got a place. So you're just going to have to wait there for the next one, because there will be a next one. There always is. I go down there and I make myself at home. Yeah, soon I'll be turning up. They'll be going, hello, Gabby. I'll be going, hello. Yes, I'm always down there. There in Sainsbury's, it's my go-to. It's my hangout. That's what that is. But behind the gate, yeah, it's looking nice and clear. Shut that up because I'm about ready to go. This is what it was like before. All right, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. If you look at the clock, it's 21 minutes long, this video. There is more that I do to this garden, and you have to see it to the end because it looks so much better. And then I'm going to be building the roofing of the pergola, and look at it now, and painting it as well. This fence needs painting also. Yes, it does. It looks absolutely disgraceful. Disgraceful. I might make it higher, to be fair. Yeah, have a bit more privacy. And on this, I was like, yeah, I remember. I need to pop that in the car. Can't keep hold of this. It's doing my nutting. Jensen's like, oh, I want it. And then I just find it trashed somewhere. And I'm like, do you actually want this? No, not really. So I'm like, right, it's going. It's going because I can't take it anymore. Look at the state of the back of my car. Just look at that. Hey? Looks like I've been on a building site, doesn't it? No, that's my back garden. That's been sitting in there. Yes, wait for it. I'm about to leave. Give me a few streets and me and my junk come to a halt. I've run out of fuel. Brilliant. So I say goodbye to AJ, my car, that's what I've named him, and I make my trek. I'm dreading it. I'm absolutely dreading it, and I'm sweating like an absolute pig, and I haven't even got to the petrol station yet. So streets and streets of walking, trying to get there as fast as I can. I see it. I see it in sight. Yes, I see you. And I couldn't believe it. I got there and I was like, you having a laugh? You having a laugh? I'm having a look round, trying to find the old, jerry cans, trying to have a little look what I can fill up fuel. And I found it in there. Yes, I did. Guess how much it was? It's $6.99 in Sainsbury's. I'll take it for $6.99. Guess how much it was in here? $9.99. I couldn't believe it. It filled just over £7 of fuel. That was the maximum I can get on the unleaded petrol. What is it? E10? Something like that. Yeah. And then I had to wedge it in the hole, lift it up and pour it all in, hoping the car wasn't going to come around the corner because I was slightly on a bend. And yeah, but there we go. And then it's a task of trying to get the car to start. So I was like, please work. You better work. There was someone looking as well. This man walked past me and he was looking in. And then when he heard me trying to start it, he stopped and just stood and stared. And I was like, please, I don't want your help, please. Please just leave me. I know what I need to do. I'm doing it. And the car starts. I was just like, please, no. I know, bless people. There are some wonderful people in this world. And I know they mean well. But I'm one of these people that just wants to get on with it. So now what I'm showing you is the walk that I took in the car. Sped up. So you can see just how far my little legs and my hooves had to walk. I did all this. I thought I better, drive myself down to the petrol station rather than just going straight to the tip, because I thought, what if it happens again? £7 not going to last me very... Or obviously it would take me to the tip and back. But I thought, while I'm here, I'll go in again. And that was my walk to fill up. And yeah, then we get to the tip. Hello.
Hi. I've got wood, metal, general waste and a lot of cardboard.
Right. Put you by the little red one?
Yeah.
You know where you're going with it?
Absolutely.
Have a good day, darling.
Thank you, and you.
Thank you.
Very nice man on the way in, bless his heart. And then that was it. I was left to my own devices to sort out all of this junk and get it gone. I can't wait to have this all gone, because I feel like I'm on the point now where I'm not going to be doing too many more tip runs, because I've done so. I say that. Did you hear me? Tap wood. Yeah. Because no doubt there'll be something else, and it'll be, we need to do another tip run, Gab. We need to do another one. Yeah, but I'm just like, I really feel like I'm at the point where there shouldn't be any more. But you see what I'm doing here? Look, general waste. Yes, now onto the metal. Take that little tub, emptied it out, take the more metal. So much easier. Why put more hassle in your life? No, do it Gabby style and do it organised. It obviously took me a hell of a lot longer than this, because I've cut it and trimmed it and sped it up. But I was here, there and everywhere, walking all over that place. I actually quite like it. I find it a relaxing walk around the tip, just seeing people getting rid of all their junk. I'm just like looking at them and seeing what they're chucking away. Quite interested, Sometimes I see things, I think, oh my gosh, why are you throwing that out? Why? I mean, I don't want it, but why? That'd be really good for someone. They do have a little section there where you can donate stuff that is usable, and you can donate it to the shop, and then they can sell it on for a really cheap price for people that need it, which I think is absolutely amazing. And I've done that a few times. I've handed stuff over. If I'm like, I don't want this anymore, and it's usable, then I will offer it to the shop there. But if it's not usable, if it's absolutely wrecked and it's on its last hinges, and you just know full well it's not going to be safe for anyone, then no, I will put it in tip. This lovely young man came and helped me and said, actually he was older than me, but we'll stick with young. And he was like, I can take that. And I just did the last bit of the cardboard and headed on out of there. Yes. Oh, look at the nice empty car. Oh, it felt like, when you've just been for a big number 2. You go in with one feeling and you come out with another. That's how it feels. You come out like that. Oh, yes. Oh, you just sit back and relax and be like, that's it. All that's gone. And the car could feel it too. I know he could. He was like, thank you, Gabby. Thank you. Now put on some Sabaton and drive us home. So I didn't realise I had an Arga sticker stuck to my right bum cheek the entire time I was doing that. Don't know how many people saw it. And my hand was really bad. So the next morning, I'm feeling a bit better. had a shower, feeling quite good. Sun's about to come out. And I thought, right, I'm not leaving it there. No, I'm cracking on. So I'm going to try and get that into the corner as far as I can. It is very heavy, so if it needs to move again, Nick can do it. And I'm going to have a good old sweep up and get it all nice and tidy up here because I'm so excited. I've just ordered a load of 3-metre wood beam things. You know what Nick has used for the fence toppers? I've just ordered 30 of those bad boys. They're really long. And they're going to go on top of the pergola. And I'm going to do like a little tiny gap between. So you get a nice shade with a bit of light. And I thought, oh, fairy lights on the top. Get some vines and that growing over and growing through. Oh, it's going to be so nice. Yes, I cannot wait. And I'm going to paint it all as well. I'm not 100% sure yet. But let me know your thoughts on this. I'm thinking chocolate brown. I'm thinking nice chocolate brown. And I'm going to do like nice seating and everything area underneath. It's going to look very nice. It will look very nice. You just got to trust the process. I know Nick has bought paint to paint the summer house. So I want to double check what paint he's got because I don't want it to clash. So I'll double check that first and then I will go from there. But I'm trying to get up all the weeds, I think, that have grown at the bottom of the house. And they're just looking really, really messy. It just looks so neglected. Well, it is. It's neglected. It's completely neglected. But I want this area to be nice and clear so I can ideally want to have a, what would you call it? I suppose a potting table. I'm such an old woman. For my age, I really am an old woman. But I want to have like a table up here where I can keep all my pots, all my soil and, you know, my seeds and whatnot. And then when I want to do potting, I've just got my little stand. I can just stand there and do what I need to do. You know, like the little old lady that I am. And then I can pot all my things. Salvias. They're what I want. I want them. I want them in my life. And I want to get some more because I've got a big one. It's a big beauty down there and it is starting to come into bloom, which I'm quite pleased about. But that was a really prickly one behind that pipe. Really prickly. And it had like a proper stump. I was like, where the heck have you come from? But you're going in the bin, sunshine. You ain't staying there, you prickly little thing. But I made sure I used the little plier things to get that out because I'm not touching that. Even with gloves, that was going to come through. Then it was a case of moving the wood back down to the bottom because Nick still needs to use this for some sides of the summer house. Some bits still need doing. We're just waiting on wood. I think some's turning up tomorrow and my wood's turning up Saturday. Yeah, the exciting times of life when you're like that. Oh, I've got wood turning up. I can't wait. I've got wood. I mean, what kind of human being have I turned into? I just don't understand it. But anyway, getting the broom out. Love this broom. This is an absolute godsend. Like, this is the best broom. Oh my god, I'm so old. This is the best broom I've ever used in my witchy little life. Is this broom. It's just, yeah, it just gets it all gone. You know, you don't have to keep repeating yourself. But I'm giving it a good old sweep down because there's just so much grit and dust and mud and yeah, you think it's not going to make much of a difference just sweeping up your patio, but it really does make a huge difference just to sweep it all away and get it nice and tidy. Ideally, I want to move the trampoline. I'm not sure where yet. I need to move it because it needs to be somewhere where it's not going to keep falling. I say falling. I mean, it's sloping. It moves its way. As they jump, the trampoline moves with them. So it's like they start jumping at the top of the garden. Before you know it, they're bouncing at the bottom of the garden. You're like, ah, where have you gone? Anyway, I'm sat outside now indulging in my hard labour because it's all nice and tidy. Jensen's in and out. I think he's bringing the guinea pigs out. Yes, bringing the guinea pigs out, popping in the garden. I need to clean this table, but there looks like there is dried yoghurt pot spilt on that table. So I'm going to have to get a scraper out for that. But just going around and clearing up all the bits. This section here gets a lot of moss from where the birds sit up on the roof and they just chuck it off. Yeah, just chuck it down. Don't need that anymore. Flick it into their garden. So I just have to sweep all that up, sweep over the chairs, get it all nice and sorted out, and then I can move on to cleaning that table. It really bugs me, but you just wash it and then literally that evening it looks like it needs cleaning again. If it's not cat paws, it's stuff that falls off the... Look at all that. That's from the birds, it is, from the birdie birds. And I think one of my cats has had a bird because there is feathers dotted about my garden. And I'm not happy about it. There's feathers. I don't think it's Panzer. I don't think she's come that far yet. There's one of the others. Probably Simba. Yes. But look how different it's looking. Yes. Now, can you imagine if it was like a nice chocolate brown with the roofing done, with lights and stuff? Yeah, it's going to look nice. I'm going to pop a rug in there. And about here, where I'm putting up the washing thing, is kind of where I want to put the planting table. That's what I'm thinking in my head. So I'm coming out with me, I can't remember the brand of it now. Fabulosa Cherry. Yes, I think it's dark cherry. Spraying over the table, giving it a wipe, in hope that yoghurt mark will come off. But it won't. So I've sprayed it again. And I've gone to get a scraper. I'm just going to scrape it off with that. Always put a cloth over the top so you don't scratch the table, and it comes off so easy. I love those little tools. Yes, those little barbecue cleaning tools are an absolute godsend for tricky little areas of the house or your garden table, like myself. It is so hot out here. Like, it's absolute bliss. I'm just sat here. Look at it now. Look. I'm sat there right now. Although you can't see me. I'm there, like a fart in the wind. Nice and clear. And then we'll do a little turn. Oh yes, oh yes. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you lovely people in my next one. We'll probably be doing the pergola.